It's been a while since I've done an Ultra Rumble video, so here is something in the meantime while I still work on the remaining characters on the list. It's something people might not know about because they aren't following the accounts on Twitter or X, so here is what you guys have missed. As of this recording, we are on developer blog number 5, and here is a summary of what all 5 developer blogs have revealed and confirmed to be in the game once it releases. Starting off with the first one, we got the release launch window, beta stats, and a lot of other fun stuff. I'm going to be showing you 2 different versions of the blog because there's an official version and then there's an English version. So if you want to go ahead and check these out yourself, I will be posting the links down below along with the sources of where you can follow the accounts on Twitter/X. So the most important things we get in the first developer blog would be the release window, which is in fall or autumn of 2023. So it is confirmed as of this developer blog that it will release within those 3 to 4 months. The rest of the developer blog gives us information on more things that will be added into the game, such as a practice mode or training mode. For those of you who weren't able to play the open beta, there is already a mode like this, but now they are implementing more flexibility, so you're able to change the character level. You're able to you're able to do a bit more stuff to it than you were previously during the closed beta and the open beta. They will also be implementing a more AI or CPU improvement so that the bots are able to fight more frequently. They're able to launch attacks more frequently. You're not just fighting people that are just standing there. Essentially, they're improving the matchmaking, so people were kind of restricted when it came to playing the game. They weren't able to play as much. They'll end up improving on that since it looks like it's going to be cross-platform, so we'll end up getting more of a matchmaking improvement. They'll be adjusting the character balance or character rebalancing, so if some things were weak, they'll end up making them stronger. Something was stronger, they'll end up weaker. It kind of goes with it. They are also improving on the reporting function, so it's not just you have to see them in the middle of the match in order for them to be reported. You can also be outside of the match, or let's say you go back and you see, hey, this guy was doing something right after the match ends, then you're able to report them then and there. It is just another way for you to report them is what it looks like. On top of that, there's not much else on this developer blog. If you want to read it yourself, again, there will be links down below. Next is developer blog number 2, ranking and ranked matches. In this developer blog, we get some more explanation on how the rankings work and how many points are required to rank up. A hint of a sort of maybe possibility of a solo queue when the game launches. However, there's huge doubt on this. It's most likely them just referring to you queuing up with randoms. It's also been confirmed you'll be rewarded based off of your rank for the season. Rank points or XP that you'd see at the end of the match is also explained. They remove the ability to steal kills. So if you knock someone down, you get that kill, not your ally who ends up finishing them off. They'll be implementing a rank match fee, which is similar to Fortnite's hype charge. For those of you guys who haven't played Fortnite in rank matches, you basically, at a certain rank, you start to bet a certain amount of points in order for you to keep playing. So every time you play a match, you are deducted, for example, 50 points. So you already start off with negative 50 and you have to gain back those 50 and then add more to it. So make sure you go beyond plus ultra. However, they've also implementing a safeguard for ranks. So during the open beta, once you reached ace rank, you no longer D-rank. You were able to D-rank when you were pro rank or amateur beginner rank, but once you got to ace, you are set. That's it, you can't D-rank. I'm guessing that's what they're going to be doing when the game launches. Once you get to ace rank, you won't be able to D-rank, which again, it's kind of weird because they still did the hype charge, but I mean, I don't know, we'll see how the game launches. Reaching top agency rewards are also confirmed in this blog. So if you guys are aiming to be the top agency with your friends or your community, be sure to keep an eye out for those rewards. And that's about it for this blog. Moving on to the next one. Developer blog number 3, training mode and gallery. This is the last developer blog that gives us some new information for quite some time. In this developer blog, we get the training mode confirmed. So if you weren't paying attention to the previous ones, we were hinted that a new training mode was coming. This is the developer blog confirming said training mode. In this blog, it's also confirmed for a second time that the game launches on fall of 2023. It's also confirmed that you are able to play locked characters. So those you haven't unlocked via a character ticket will be playable during the training mode. CPU or the AI's customization for this mode is confirmed. So you're able to make them shoot more frequently, or you're able to have them use only this ability or only block or only run away. It kind of, you're able to formulate what you want this training to do with these specific AIs. Friendly fire is also confirmed in training mode. So if you want to do a 1v1, this is quite possibly the only way you're going to be able to do one, and that's by doing a 1v1 in training mode. It's kind of weird, but I mean, it's something. It's also a great way for you to practice some combos. So if you have a team of 3 and you and your friend know how to play the game more, then your third player is someone who just started the game, you're able to teach them, hey, you can do this if you just go ahead and do this. It's something to help you and your friends train and build a more combo synergy type of thing. The gallery is also confirmed in this developer blog. Gallery pieces is introduced, so most likely it's something similar to mobile games where you have to collect certain pieces in order for the whole image to be shown. And as you can see in this, it's there. That's how it's going to be. Collecting gallery pieces is also the only way to unlock the gallery scene. These galleries will also be used for loading screens, so that's another thing. It also looks like it's only going to be scenes from the anime. So it's not like original illustrations, like colorized manga chapters or anything like that. It's just going to be anime scenes or scenes you have seen in other games. So it's okay. And that's about it for this blog. Developer blog number 4. Ranking types. This is possibly the most just release it developer blogs they released. Like, you didn't need to do this. This could have been introduced on a previous developer blog. There was no need for them to actually do this, but this is what the 4th developer blog brings. In this blog, the only thing you need to know is that there are 3 different types of rankings that they will be adding into the game. The individual rankings, which consist of the Billboard charts and the MVPs, the office rankings, which is like your agency rankings, so the amount of contributions that are gained and the total like top 10 offices or agencies, and then the event rankings, which consist of both of individual agency rankings. They also go into detail on what all 5 of these ranking modes are, which if you're interested in this, you can go ahead and read the developer blog yourself. I'll be linking it down below along with the other blogs, just so that you know this is what they say and you're also more informed on what they say. Again, this is just like cliff notes on what these developer blogs are saying, so if you want to be more informed, I recommend you read these blogs. So moving on to the next one. Developer blog number 5, future character teases. This is the most up-to-date developer blog as of this video. Most likely we'll get at least 4 more blogs and then we'll get a release date. So after this, you will pretty much know everything that has been released. In this blog, all we get is a teaser of the next 3 characters that will be available when the game launches. So at least that is what we come to as a conclusion when reading this blog. So all we get is 3 silhouettes, and that's it. Until you read the rest of the blog, which confirms a lot of things. It is confirmed each season will add characters whose unique skills add new variety to battles you will face. That is a literal quote from the blog. In other words, every season will add new characters, not character as in one, it's a plural, characters. So how many we'll get? I think the maximum we'll get is at least 3 based off of what we got in between the closed beta and the open beta. And now this teaser is telling us we're getting another 3 characters. So I think we'll end up getting 3s, or at least between 2 and 3 characters. It might even shrink down to 1, who knows. It all depends on the developers, but it is confirmed that every season will add a new character. They've also confirmed the type of characters that we'll be getting by saying, if you're interested in an insider story, we have been working on developing My Hero games with the same developer since the launch of My Hero Once Justice series. There have been many characters which were not possible to be implemented in a one-on-one battle, even though there were playable character candidates for Once Justice series was developed. We are considering the implementation of these previously impossible characters to Ultra Rumble, so please look forward to future additions to character roster. And this was a direct quote from the blog. By saying this, they are confirming two things. One, we'll end up getting characters that were in Once Justice. They've been working with the same developer. We can even see the graphics are kind of the same from Once Justice. Like, there's no doubt about it. So characters like Hiroshima, Overhaul, Momo, Jiro, the list can go on. Most likely every single character in Once Justice will probably be added into Ultra Rumble at some point as the seasons keep coming. The second thing they confirmed was that they had characters they wanted to add into Once Justice, but they were not really possible as a one-on-one battle. This gives me the idea of characters like Mineta. Hear me out. Mineta being in Ultra Rumble will be broken. Like, seriously, he will be the most broken character. If you can master Mineta in Ultra Rumble, you will be the GOAT. Like, the GOAT. You are him. Mainly because you will be able to trap your enemy via the sticky ball. If you can trap someone, your allies can come in and beat the crap out of them, and that's it. They're done. There's no coming back. If you can trap all three people and your allies just have free reign to beat them up, you're done. So Mineta being in Ultra Rumble would be the most broken character. It doesn't matter if you are All For One or if you are All Might or Deku or Shigaraki with his decaying abilities. If you are able to trap him with a sticky ball and then just have your allies throw knives at him with Toga or shoot style with Deku, you're done. There is no coming back. Even if you try to shield yourself or heal yourself, you won't be able to, because as soon as you get hit, you can't drink it, you can't consume it. So that's it. That is the idea that comes to mind when they say characters that were not possible to be implemented in one-on-one battles. So think in that mentality, those characters are being considered to be implemented into Ultra Rumble. So they're not just, okay, well, we thought about this, but we're not really going to do it. This is stuff that they thought of adding into Once Justice, and they're going to be adding into Ultra Rumble. I'm not going to say without a doubt it's going to be Mineta, but it will most likely be Mineta. So we got really good information with this developer blog, because it not only opens the possibility of more characters being added, it also opens up the possibility of there being even more characters added. Characters that we never even seen in My Hero games, but are really popular in the My Hero fan base. You know, I mean, the possibilities are literally out there. We could even get some crossovers from Vigilantes. Like, that would be freaking amazing to see the Cruller, or to see Knuckle Duster or Pop Step. That would be amazing. But I mean, that's me going total fanboy on this. So bringing it back down to reality, we get 3 silhouettes. The first one, I don't know. The second one is without a doubt Ibara Shiozaki from class 1B, also known as Vine. Like, you can already see it. She has her hands together. She's praying. You can see the vine hair. You can see the hair thing. You can see the vines. That is her. If you're just thinking of the first one, you kind of go with the ruse that, oh, okay, they're all just gonna be faces. But you have to think about this. They literally told us how these silhouettes work. They are part of their silhouettes. It's not just the face like we see in Shiozaki. I think that was kind of them throwing us off by saying, okay, well, if that's Shiozaki, then these also have to be faces. I believe the right one is possibly the left leg of Kirishima in his hero outfit. Now, why do I say this? Here, take a look at this. You see how this part right here is kind of similar to this? Well, there you go. You can also see the belt here. I don't know. My first theory was it could have been Stain, maybe even Overhaul, Headshot, or Shoji, but when you realize that it's a part of the silhouettes, it's not their face or their hair, then you kind of come to the realization that these guys don't really connect, which is weird because we need more villains. I'm just gonna say it, we need more villains in Ultra Rumble. Like, we only have 4 of them, we need more of them. But yeah, I'm gonna lock it down and say the one on the far right is Kirishima, the middle one is Ibara, and then the left side, again, my first theory was Momo, Lady Nagant, Miracle, because it looked like it was their face and then their hair, and then, you know how they have that hair that sticks out? That's why I thought it was Momo in them. But after reading this article for like the 50th time, I've come to the conclusion that it could most likely be Midnight. Now, why do I say this? Well, look at this photo here. In this one, you can see her arm kind of matches with the silhouette, so we got that in common. On top of that, when we saw her in combat, she would carry around a fan in order to use her quirk more efficiently. differently. The fan was to fan away her aroma and have people fall asleep from it. That was her quirk. In the game, using a fan would work with Midnight because you would be able to use it as an AoE attack and knock out all of your enemies. So if you think about the fan and you see this line, you can think about her holding it. You see the arm, you see this part here. It kind of curves. And well, I'm gonna try to, you've seen Midnight. Okay, this, look at this and look at this. Okay, there's curve there. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just down bad. It could be a guy though. Maybe it's just someone that we just cannot think about right now. For example, it could be Miro, or it could be Hawks, you know, or it could be Twice. Twice would be pretty fun. It's not out of the question, but I would prefer it if it was Midnight. Not just because I'm down bad, but because game-wise, it would fit perfectly with the theory of having Mineta inside the game. Mainly because she would work as a supporting character. For example, she can incapacitate enemies and then allies can come in and get some kills. It works both game-wise and quirk-wise if you think about it. So these are the three characters, or at least their silhouettes, except for the middle one. Obviously, we know that's her. There is no doubt in my mind that is Ibarra. That is Vine. There can't be anyone else. Like, who else could it be? If you guys think otherwise, go ahead and comment down below. But that's gonna be it for me on this video. It's gone way too long. I'm working on another video, so if you guys are interested in that one, it's gonna be pretty much gathering all the sources and figuring out when Ultra Rumble will come out. I know that we got a window, but we kind of need a more solidified date, and I think I've cracked the code. So if you want to find out when that is or when I upload it, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.